In this video I'm gonna show how you can do some mild porting on your exhaust port on your two-stroke with only needle files. You don't need some special equipment, but you can only do it on the exhaust port, but it will make some power. This is like port duration. That's a very important part. How you measure port duration? I just have a cardboard round wheel. I've measured out like the angles, like 360 degrees angles. I put it on here and I spin this. I shine a flashlight through the spark plug hole and look into the exhaust port, and I spin it until I barely see light, and then I see what degree the wheel is on. Then spin it like this. The exhaust port is open, like I spin it until it closes, and then I measure how many degrees the exhaust port was open, and it's usually about 190 degrees or 200 for like some high-end cylinders. And it's very important for pipe making to know how many degrees the exhaust port is open, and you look it like that. And why does that matter? It's because when the piston gets here, the pressure goes out, a pressure wave. A pressure wave comes out. It goes here when you get peak power, the tuned RPM your pipe is for. And then now it's down there, the piston, and then it starts moving upwards. And then when this pulse goes like that, it will pull up mixture from the crankcase into the cylinder, so it will help pull the mixture, and then the mixture comes out here like that. If fuel air comes out in the pipe, and then the pulse returns, and when it returns, you want it to return just when it's about to close, so it pushes the fuel and air into the cylinder, and then it closes. So you get, that's why you can have a 50 cc burn like 70 cc worth of fuel and air, and like more. If you have 70, it burns more than 70 cc's at your resonance frequency, resonance, like when the pipe, what the pipe is tuned for, that RPM. So this for me is like very high, like 12,000 RPMs. This happens for my engine. And why do you want you'd want a 90 degree exhaust port, and you can higher it, so you like cut, so it is like all the way up here, so it gets like 200 degrees open period. It can rev higher, but it won't be as good for reason that is when the piston has come up here, the fuel and air has just been pushed in, and the piston is here. Then this pulse that went like that and that will go like this again, and it will return. You want it to be here when the piston port opens again. I should maybe draw it in another color. So the piston has just closed, and this pulse has gone like that, and then it has just closed. And then when the piston is closed like that, this pulse will go like this and return, and you want it to be exactly where the piston is when it opens, because then it will be combined with the first pulse again from the just burnt mixture. And it will go like this, and it will get a stronger pulse and go back. You get a stronger pulse and more torque. And that happens at 90 degrees exactly. So if you have 200 degrees, they won't combine as good, and you won't get as much torque, but it could get higher RPMs, so you could get more horsepower, even if you have like less resonance. And how do you port? And how you port is basically, I take a needle file and I start filing like this carefully. And what you could do to not like go and hit the cylinder wall, like something like that, you take some electrical tape or something and put it here, so you don't hit the wall with the file like that, so you don't mess up your cylinder. And as you can see, I've done some filing on this cylinder before, but so it now looks like that, and before it looked like more like that, like much smaller exhaust port. This much wider, but I'm not totally happy with how it turned out, and I put like some lamps here so it's easier to see. I want to make it like, I want to make it go up or there, and more flat top of the port and wider, because if you have a flatter like port, the roof of the port, all of the pulls for when the piston goes down are gonna come out at the same time, so you're gonna get a stronger pulse. So I'm gonna file here to make the roof flatter, but I'm not gonna file here because it has 190 degrees of port duration. So I'm just gonna file here and like here to make it go out up here over this port, kinda. And yeah, I'm gonna file like this. As you can see, you can only do the exhaust port with this method, because with needle files you can only do the exhaust port. You can't do the transfers because they get curved, and you need some like a Dremel tool that is like this. You can go inside, and you can do like some porting with the needle file, and it gives power, and it's easy. You don't like mess up your cylinder with a needle file as easily. You can like do some small mistakes with a needle file and nothing happens, because and nothing much happens. With a Dremel tool you maybe mess up your cylinder and have to get a new one, because it takes away so much material so fast. But this is basically how you do it. As you can see, it's much closer on that side and that side, but I'm not done. I'm gonna do it more like, if I can. I'm gonna do it kind of like that, and smooth it out, and not exactly like that, but smooth. It goes out kind of like far like that. That's what I'm planning to do, and then I'm gonna do the same on that side. As you can see, it's much wider on that side than that, and I'm gonna go a little bit further and smooth it out. You see, it's not super like smooth now, but I'm gonna smooth it out. Now I'm gonna do the same on that side, and it's like you see, it's much wider. But it's a good method to do it with a file. It just means you get like cramps in your fingers after like some time, but it's a great easy way to make more power. Yeah, that's how it's looking right now. Now I'm about done. I'm not gonna go much further than that. I'm gonna smooth it out. You can see it's like right about there. I'm gonna take down that, and then I'm done, and then I'm gonna do that side. put a piece of paper in here and made kind of a port map. Like you put it in there and you rub the pencil on that. You can see it got a very flat top. This is kind like how the port is, not exactly, but very flat roof. And that's good because then you get a stronger pulse. And that's, yeah, now it's done. I'm gonna put it on. Put my cylinder on. I'm gonna put my cylinder head on. And you oil the O-rings. And life hack, you put your 2-stroke oil in one of these. Because you need to oil the like piston rings and the bore of the cylinder when you put it on. Because it need to get oil when you put it on. Because it hasn't got any lubrication yet when you just put it on. So you put the oil in one of those and it's easy to like apply and stuff. So yeah. That's how you do it.